Hi, this is Dr. Bill Becknell again, and sitting here working on my book at the farm, and it reminded me of a promise that I had made many years ago. I write in my first book about this promise, but you know, promises are really important. There's even a song about promises, promises, promises. And I was just reading about Abraham and Isaac and the promise that God had made to Abraham. And then we find that Abraham keeps his faith to God and offers his son Isaac as a sacrifice to God in obedience to what God has asked him to do. And that's part of keeping our promises, because you see, if we only speak words to our wife, our family, our children, then we never do anything about the promises that we make. They're really just empty words and they don't mean anything. So in this passage here, Abraham is being tested by God. And God said to him, take your only son, Isaac. You see, isn't that interesting how God named this boy, you know? And what we find is that God has already planned for Abraham and Isaac to develop the children of Israel for years before Abraham ever left his own home country. And so what we have is these promises that God gives to us. But in order for them to become reality, it requires faith upon our part. Our faith to believe that God's promises are true, we can trust them, and we can trust Him as a faithful promise giver. And that's what Abraham did. And we find in the scriptures that Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and the children of Israel are here today, 2,000, 4,000 years later, because, first of all, God kept His promise, and secondly, Abraham was faithful to his own God. And so we look at these kinds of things that are written in the scriptures sometimes, and they're just amazing. Because God says in Psalms that before we were born, He knew who we were, and He planned every day of our lives. Isn't that amazing? We invite you to come and see us here in Russia, especially down on the farm. I'll be waiting for you. Maybe, God's willing, I might even have a rocking chair on the front porch. God bless you. Come see us.